Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh and in today's video we will be discussing about that why the Child Rights Panel thinks adoption by same-sex couples may harm the children, or whenever the same-sex couple or the gay couple or the lesbian couples, if they want to adopt a children, why the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights thinks that it will be harmful for children. So let us first understand the timeline. First we'll be looking at the news, then what is the case going on, and then why the NCPCR thinks that adoption of children by same-sex couples would be harmful for the children. Then this would be against the Juvenile Justice Act 2015, then against the adoption rules also, and it will be unfair for the child. What is the Supreme Court review at present about the same-sex marriage in India? In the end, a prelims MCQ. This topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 1 and 2, that is social empowerment and also judgment and cases. Very important topic both from prelims and mains perspective. First, you should be able to know what is the Supreme Court review regarding the same-sex marriage and what is the status in India. Then the Juvenile Justice Act 2015 and what are the adoption laws in India. So let's see the news. This news has been taken from the Indian Express and it says same-sex marriage case, why Child Rights Panel thinks adoption by same-sex couples may harm children. So what is recently happening is a lot of petition has been filed to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court is presently looking into it and is seeing the legalization process of the same-sex marriage. So in it, the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights have said that the adoption process in India, which is followed in accordance with the Juvenile Justice Act, that does not allow the same-sex couples to adopt children, and the NCPCR is saying that this would be very harmful for the child, as he or she might not feel comfortable while being with the same-sex couple. So this is what is the issue which has been going on. So let's see what has happened. So as I've told you that the Supreme Court is hearing a petition regarding the recognition for the same-sex marriage or legalizing the same-sex marriage. Then the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, they have flagged concerns around adoption by the same-sex couples. So that, like, for example, if the same-sex couple wants to adopt a baby or a boy or a girl, or the same-sex couple wants to adopt a child, then the NCPCR or the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, they are saying that this is against the law. And the NCPCR has said in its intervention application in the marriage equality petition before the Supreme Court that the child adoption by the same-sex marriage is not legal in our country. Now let's see that what has happened or what is the case. So even if LGBTQIA plus couples may live together, they do not enjoy the rights married couples do. See, in India, there are so few legal rights which a couple receives when they get married. And in India, in our country, we consider a male and a female as a married couple as for now. But now the same-sex marriage, or you can say same-sex marriage, means both the person has to be of the same sex. It means a male getting married with a male and a female getting married with a female. So this becomes a same-sex marriage. So it is saying that what a male and a female, what is called ideally a marriage institution, what rights or what legal rights according to the law they receive, the same rights are not being given to anyone else, and especially of the same-sex couple. So the same-sex couple cannot adopt children or have a child by surrogacy, while on the other hand a married couple, for example a male and a female, they can adopt a child, but the same-sex couple, they cannot adopt a child. And then they do not have automatic rights to inheritance, maintenance and tax benefits after a partner passes away. So the court has been hearing multiple petitioners' requests for legal recognition of same-sex marriage under the Special Marriage Act 1954, and making the law gender neutral. This is what the petitions are saying, that we need to make the law gender neutral, and the same rights also needs to be given to the same sex marriage couple as till now they have been given to the other marriage couples, like between a male and a female, which is considered to be an ideal institution of marriage. So that should also be given to the same sex couple also. What in India has happened is that the Supreme Court has said that decriminalization of same sex marriage is fine, but till now we have not said that the same sex marriage is allowed. We will be talking about this in the coming slides. Now let's talk about Against Juvenile Justice Act 2015. So what does the Juvenile Justice Act say about adoption? So this is what the National Commission for Protection of Child Right is saying, that the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 and the Juvenile Justice Act 2015, both these acts do not recognize adoption by same-sex couple. Both these acts, according to which the adoption process is followed in our country, they do not allow the adoption to be done by the same-sex couple. So important point for you to know which are these two acts. Then the Juvenile Justice Act, which primarily looks into the adoption process in our country, according to it, the Juvenile Justice Act bars on a single man from adopting a female child. So Juvenile Justice Act says that if a single man means that the other partner is not female. If the single man wants to adopt a female child, then he cannot do that. Then to allow a gay couple to adopt a female child would be against the scheme. This is what the NCPCR is saying. Because the JJ Act or the Juvenile Justice Act do not allow the same-sex couples to adopt a child, and it does not even allow a single man to adopt a female child. So the NCPCR is saying that the gay couple or the male or the female couple cannot adopt a female child, because this would be against the scheme or this would be against the law. Then what against adoption rules? This will also go against adoption rule, that if the same sex couple will adopt a child or want to adopt a child like other married couples, then this will go against the adoption rules. So the NCPCR has opposed the plea which is asking section 5 clause 2 subclause A and section 5 clause 3 of the Adoption Regulation 2022 to be declared unconstitutional. So the petitions which has been filed in the Supreme Court, they are asking that the Adoption Regulation 2022 section 5 clause 2 clause A and section 5 clause 3 should be removed and it should become unconstitutional. So the NCPCR has opposed it. So let's see what does these sections talks about. So section 5 clause 2 clause A says that a child can be adopted only if there is consent of both the spouses for the adoption in case of a married couple, and a single male shall not be eligible to adopt a girl child. So this is what the section 5 clause 2 subclause A is saying, that consent of both the spouses should be there. It means the consent of a male and a female should be there, and then single male shall not be allowed to adopt a girl child. This is what the section 5 is saying. Now let's look at the section 5 clause 3. It says a couple cannot adopt unless they have at least minimum of 2 years of stable marital relationship, and the couple they are referring to here is a male and a female couple. So what has happened is that the petitions that has been filed in the Supreme Court, the petitions are asking to make these two sections unconstitutional. So the NCPCR have said that no, these two sections should not be made unconstitutional, as this is what has been defined under the law and they are supporting it and it needs to be upheld. Now let's talk about what would be unfair for child. So the NCPCR is saying that if a child would be treated as a subject in all these experiments which are being done, then this would be very unfair for the child. Then what the NCPCR is saying is that the children raised by heterosexual couples are emotionally more stable. This is what the NCPCR is saying. NCPCR. Okay, NCPCR is a statutory body, stands for National Commission Protection of Child Rights. All over India, it looks for the protection of child rights. So whenever there are concerns regarding the rights of the child, then NCPCR comes into the picture. And it is a statutory body. So they are saying that wherever there is heterosexual couple, then the children are emotionally more stable. Then children growing up in same-sex families have higher probability of suffering from mental and psychological issues. And the points which I'm telling you, the NCPCR has done its own research, and these facts are given on the basis of many reports and analysis. So exposing children to struggle just for experimentation is not good for the mental health of the child, as when it is said that the child is considered that he should be seeing a heterosexual couple while growing up, and then suddenly exposing the child only to the homosexual couple might not be good for his mental well-being. Then the human right of children to be raised safely. And if the child would not feel comfortable and the growing up would be difficult, then this would be going against the human rights of the child. Then children raised by same-sex parents will have limited exposure to traditional gender roles. Now in our society, we have different roles for males and females. So if a child who is seeing just the homosexual couple while growing up, that child might not be able or might find it difficult to differentiate between the gender roles in the society. Then this will impact their understanding of gender roles and gender identity, because while growing up they will not be able to see what outside world is about, or what the majority, or I would say 99.9% of the population, or 99.9% of the society is going through or doing. Now let's talk about the Supreme Court review when it comes to the same-sex marriage. So in the Navtej Singh Johar case, which happened in the year 2018, the Supreme Court has decriminalized homosexuality by reading down section 377 of IPC down. So in our country at present, the homosexuality is decriminalized. It has been said that the homosexuality is not criminal, but I am telling you in very clear words, this does not mean that in our country same-sex marriage has been made legal. No, only the homosexuality has been decriminalized, and the IPC section 377 has been noted down. Then Supreme Court held that the community is entitled to the benefit of equal citizenship and to the equal protection of the law. Then in K.S. Puttaswamy case that happened in the year 2017, the Supreme Court ruled that the fundamental right to privacy, and the fundamental right to privacy includes bodily autonomy and sexual orientation, is intrinsic to life and liberty, and thus integral to the Article 21 of the Indian Constitution, which talks about right to life and personal liberty. Now these are two Supreme Court interpretation regarding the same-sex marriage till now. So this becomes important for you from exam perspective. Now let's talk about few of the facts regarding the same-sex marriage. Now you know what is the legal status in our country. The section 377 of IPC has been put down, and the Supreme Court has said that the homosexuality has been decriminalized, but that does not mean that homosexual couples, the marriage has been made legal. No, this is not the issue. Only the homosexuality has been decriminalized till now. Now 33 countries recognize the same-sex and civil union. So the same-sex marriage has been recognized by 33 countries, and the Netherlands was the first one to do it in the year 2001. Then momentum is growing for legalizing the same-sex marriage, and in 2022 has seen Chile, Slovenia, Switzerland and Mexico joining the club. Then in November, Singapore's parliament have also passed decriminalized sex between men And section 377A grew specially untenable after Indian Supreme Court read down section 377. So if we will see that legalizing the same-sex marriage, this is now increasing all over the world, and Japan is the only G7 country that does not allow same-sex marriage. Then Taiwan is the only Asian country to have legalized same-sex marriage. So same-sex marriage is a very big word, and legalization of same-sex marriage is even more important, because being legal is what they are fighting for, that they should also be having the legal rights which is given to the concept of marriage or to the institution of marriage. Now in the end of prelims MCQ, any people need to tell me the answer in the comment section, and this is a PYQ which was asked in the year 2019, and this says, which article of the Constitution of India safeguards one's right to marry the person of one's choice? Options are Article 19, Article 21, Article 25 and Article 29. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.